Most people think the best fat-burning exercise leaves you exhausted. Your shirt soaked in sweat, your lungs on fire, your legs shaking. The harder the workout feels, the more fat you must be burning. That's what we've been told for years. But what if one of the most powerful fat loss strategies doesn't feel difficult at all? What if the real secret to burning stubborn belly fat isn't hidden inside a gym, a supplement bottle, or some extreme workout routine? What if it's hidden inside something your body was designed to do thousands of times every single day? Because right now, there's a very good chance you're accidentally missing one of the most powerful fat-burning windows your body creates. And every time you miss it, your body may be storing more energy instead of burning it. Here's the strange part. Scientists have discovered that a simple walk can dramatically change what happens to the food you just ate. Not hours later, not tomorrow, within minutes. The difference between sitting on your couch and taking a short walk may completely change how your body handles blood sugar, insulin, energy storage, and eventually belly fat. And once you understand what's happening inside your body during this process, you'll never look at walking the same way again. To understand why, we need to go inside your body right after a meal. Imagine you've just finished lunch. Maybe it was a sandwich, maybe some rice, maybe pasta. Whatever you ate, digestion begins immediately. Food enters your stomach. Enzymes start breaking it apart. Carbohydrates begin transforming into glucose. And that glucose starts entering your bloodstream. And suddenly, your body faces a problem. Too much sugar floating around in your blood can be dangerous. So your body launches one of the most important hormonal responses in human biology: insulin. Think of insulin as the manager of a giant energy warehouse. Every calorie that enters your body must be organized, sorted, and stored somewhere. The moment blood sugar rises, insulin steps in and starts directing traffic. Some energy goes to your muscles, some goes to your liver. Anything extra can be stored as fat. The system works beautifully, at least when everything is functioning properly. But here's where modern life starts creating problems. Most people finish eating and immediately sit down, back to the office chair, back to the couch, back to the car, back to scrolling on their phone. Meanwhile, inside the body, insulin is working overtime trying to clear glucose from the bloodstream. Since the muscles aren't doing much work, they don't demand much fuel. The energy warehouse starts looking for storage space instead. And over months and years, this process can contribute to insulin resistance, weight gain, and increased visceral fat. Now, here's the shocking part. Your muscles possess a hidden ability that most people never hear about. The moment you begin walking, muscle cells start pulling glucose from your bloodstream almost immediately. It's like thousands of tiny doors suddenly open across your body. Fuel starts getting sucked directly into working muscles. And unlike sitting still, your muscles now become active energy consumers. This means less glucose remains floating around in your blood, less insulin is needed to manage it, and the entire storage process becomes more efficient. But that's only the beginning. Researchers began noticing something unusual when they compared people who sat after meals versus people who walked. The walkers consistently showed better blood sugar control, lower glucose spikes, better insulin responses, improved metabolic health markers, and this effect didn't require an hour-long workout. Sometimes it happened with walks lasting just 10 to 20 minutes. At first glance, this doesn't seem like a big deal. So what if blood sugar rises a little less after lunch? But when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, everything changes. Because blood sugar and insulin aren't just meal-to-meal issues. They influence the entire fat-burning environment of your body. Imagine your metabolism as a giant city. Insulin controls traffic flow. When insulin stays elevated for long periods, the city becomes crowded, congested. Energy gets pushed towards storage. Fat burning slows down, but when insulin levels remain more controlled, traffic flows smoothly. Energy moves where it needs to go. Stored fuel becomes easier to access. The city operates more efficiently. This is one reason belly fat becomes so stubborn. Many people assume belly fat is simply sitting there waiting to be burned. In reality, belly fat is heavily influenced by hormonal signals, especially insulin and cortisol. These hormones constantly communicate with fat tissue, telling it whether to store energy or release it. And this brings us to another hidden reason walking is so powerful: stress. Most people never connect stress with belly fat. They think stress affects mood, maybe sleep, maybe energy levels. But stress reaches much deeper than that. Whenever your brain senses danger, it releases cortisol. Cortisol helped your ancestors survive famines, predators, and harsh environments. The problem is, your body doesn't know the difference between a hungry lion and an overflowing inbox. To your nervous system, stress is stress. Deadlines, financial pressure, relationship problems, poor sleep, constant notification, lack of recovery. The body responds to all of it using the same ancient chemistry. And here's the fascinating part. Visceral fat, the dangerous fat wrapped around your internal organs, contains a large number of cortisol receptors. In simple terms, belly fat pays very close attention to stress signals. The more chronic stress your body experiences, the more likely it becomes to hold on to energy reserves. Now think about how most people try to lose weight. They slash calories, increase workouts, add more stress to an already stressed system. The body interprets this as danger, and danger often makes the body more protective of stored energy. Walking creates a completely different signal. Walking doesn't feel like punishment. Walking doesn't scream emergency. Walking tells your nervous system something important. You're safe. You're moving. You're functioning normally. The world isn't ending. And because of that, stress hormones remain relatively controlled, while energy expenditure increases. This combination is incredibly powerful, but the most surprising discovery comes from timing. Because not all walking is equal. 1,000 steps taken immediately after eating may have a very different metabolic effect than the same 1,000 steps taken hours later. Why? Because of what is happening inside your bloodstream at that exact moment. Right after a meal, glucose is entering circulation. Insulin is rising. Nutrients are moving through the body. This creates a unique biological opportunity, a window where your muscles can intercept incoming fuel before much of it gets pushed towards storage. Think of it like redirecting traffic before a traffic jam forms. The earlier you redirect it, the smoother everything flows. And this is where things get really interesting. And this is where one of the biggest myths in fat loss begins to fall apart. Most people believe fat loss is simply about burning more calories than you eat. Calories matter. Absolutely. But calories are only part of the story. Because your body isn't just counting calories. It's constantly making decisions. Should this energy be stored? Should it be burned? Should it be saved for later? Should it be released from storage? These decisions are controlled by hormones, nerves, organs, and survival systems that evolved long before modern diets ever existed. And walking happens to influence many of those systems at the same time. Let's follow the timeline. You finish dinner. Food enters your stomach. Digestion begins. Blood sugar starts rising. Insulin enters the bloodstream. Your liver begins processing incoming nutrients. Now imagine two different versions of you. The first version finishes eating and immediately collapses onto the couch. Netflix starts playing. The body becomes almost completely inactive. The second version finishes eating and goes for a relaxed 15-minute walk. No power walking, no sweating, no exhaustion, just movement. At first, the difference seems insignificant, but inside the body, the difference is enormous. The walking muscles immediately begin demanding fuel. Glucose starts leaving the bloodstream. Muscle cells increase their energy consumption. Blood sugar rises less aggressively. Insulin demand becomes lower. The liver experiences less overload, and something fascinating begins happening deep inside your metabolism. The body starts becoming more metabolically flexible. Metabolic flexibility is one of the most overlooked concepts in fat loss. Think of it like a hybrid engine. A healthy hybrid switches smoothly between different fuel sources, sometimes electricity, sometimes gasoline. Similarly, your body should be able to switch between glucose and stored fat depending on circumstances. But many people gradually lose this flexibility. Years of constant eating, constant snacking, constant blood sugar spikes, constant insulin stimulation. The body becomes dependent on incoming fuel. It forgets how to efficiently access stored fuel. This is why some people feel hungry every few hours. Why energy crashes hit so hard. Why cravings seem impossible to control. The body has become less efficient at accessing its own energy reserves. Walking helps reverse that process. Slowly, gradually, but powerfully. Every time you improve blood sugar control, you're helping restore the body's ability to manage fuel correctly. Every time insulin becomes more efficient, stored fat becomes easier to access. Every time muscles become better at using glucose, the metabolic system works a little smoother. And over time, these small advantages begin stacking together. Here's the strange part. Many people focus entirely on what happens during exercise, but some of the most important changes happen after exercise. Walking doesn't just affect the next 20 minutes. It can influence blood sugar regulation for hours. It can improve insulin sensitivity. It can reduce glucose exposure. It can help stabilize appetite. And appetite is where many people unknowingly lose the battle. Because hunger isn't just about willpower, it's biology. When blood sugar rises sharply and then crashes, the brain notices. The brain hates energy instability. It interprets rapid drops as a potential threat. Cravings increase. Hunger signals become louder. Food suddenly feels impossible to resist. Now imagine reducing those dramatic swings throughout the day. Imagine smoother blood sugar, more stable energy, fewer crashes, less urgency around food. This is one reason many people who consistently walk after meals report something unexpected. They're not constantly thinking about food anymore. The cravings begin losing their grip, not because they're forcing themselves, because the biology driving those cravings starts changing. And that leads us to the biggest surprise of all. The real benefit of walking may have very little to do with the walk itself. It may be about what the walk tells your body. Remember the survival system we talked about earlier? Your body is constantly asking one question. Is the environment safe? Everything flows from that question. Fat storage, energy expenditure, appetite, recovery, hormones, sleep, even inflammation. If the body perceives danger, it becomes conservative, protective, defensive. If the body perceives safety, it becomes more willing to release resources. Walking sends an incredibly powerful safety signal. Not a danger signal, not a starvation signal, not an emergency signal, a safety signal. You're moving, you're exploring, you're functioning normally. Exactly what humans have done for most of evolutionary history. This evolutionary connection matters more than most people realize. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans rarely sat for 12 hours straight. After eating, people often kept moving, gathering, traveling, building, hunting, exploring. The human body evolved expecting movement after meals, not complete inactivity, which means the modern pattern of eating and immediately sitting for hours may be completely mismatched with the biological expectations of your metabolism. Your genes were written in a world of movement, not a world of couches, not a world of office chairs, not a world of endless sitting. And this brings us to the major payoff, the deepest truth behind this entire walking strategy. Most people are trying to force their bodies to burn fat. That's the wrong goal. You cannot bully biology into cooperation forever. You cannot out-willpower your hormones indefinitely. You cannot permanently fight survival mechanisms. Instead, the goal is something much simpler. Create conditions where your body wants to burn fat. That's different. Very different. When insulin improves, fat becomes more accessible. When blood sugar stabilizes, cravings decrease. When stress lowers, cortisol becomes less disruptive. When muscles become active, fuel gets redirected. When movement becomes consistent, metabolic flexibility improves. When all of these systems start working together, fat loss becomes easier. Not easy. Easier. And that's what most people are actually looking for. Not magic. Not shortcuts. Not miracles. Just a system that works with biology instead of against it. So what does the actual strategy look like? Research generally suggests aiming for a relaxed walk within about 30 minutes after finishing a meal, especially after larger meals. 10 to 20 minutes is often enough to produce measurable benefits. You don't need special shoes. You don't need perfect weather. You don't need a fitness tracker. You don't need to hit a specific heart rate. You simply need movement. Consistent movement. A pace where you can still comfortably hold a conversation. If possible, prioritize lunch and dinner. These meals are often larger. Blood sugar responses tend to be greater. The metabolic benefits can be more noticeable. And perhaps most importantly, make it sustainable. The best walking strategy is not the most intense one. It's the one you'll still be doing 6 months from now. Because the true power of walking isn't found in a single day. It's found in repetition. Tiny biological improvements accumulating week after week, month after month, year after year, until one day you realize something has changed. Your energy is better. Your cravings are lower. Your clothes fit differently. Your blood sugar is healthier. Your waistline is smaller. And the process never felt like punishment. That's the beauty of it. The body often responds best when we stop fighting it and start understanding it. Because beneath every hormone, every craving, every pound of stubborn belly fat, there is an intelligent biological system trying to keep you alive. It's not your enemy. It's not broken. It's responding to signals. And sometimes, one of the most powerful signals you can send is also one of the simplest. Evolk. Not to punish your body. Not to earn your food. Not to burn off calories. But to remind your biology how it was designed to work. So the next time you finish a meal, instead of immediately sitting down, try something different. Give your body 10 or 15 minutes of movement. Give your muscles a chance to help. Give your metabolism the signal it has been waiting for. Because the difference between storing energy and using it may be much smaller than you think. And now I'm curious. What's your biggest obstacle when it comes to walking consistently after meals? Is it time, motivation, weather, or simply remembering to do it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today on Health Insight as we dive deeper into your wellness journey. If you found these tips valuable, please give this video a thumbs up to help us reach more people. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things health. We want to make sure our next video covers exactly what you need to know. Drop a comment below and tell us what health topic or medical mystery you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, stay proactive, stay informed, and stay healthy.